Hello everyone and welcome back to Marauders Guild, and today we are talking Star Wars Battlefront 2 and 1 year since the game's release. That's right, this has been one rocky, crazy year for EA Star Wars Battlefront 2, and today I'm going to be talking about where we are right now in terms of where this game stands and is there enough to keep people coming back as we gear up for the Clone Wars release Wednesday. Now, taking a look at this game and everything that we've been through, let's first talk about the beginning, because this game had probably one of the more rockier starts of any game in 2017, and that was because of the loot box system. Now, this got so bad that EA was actually facing legal issues in some countries because of the quote-unquote gambling system that it offered. Now, microtransactions is definitely something that's not new to the gaming industry as of late. Every game is getting them now, from Call of Duty to Battlefront to Fortnite has some. Any game in today has this microtransaction system. There are a few games that still find a way to stray away from it, who don't believe in these minor things that you have to buy, such as like skins and things. There's still some games that keep that system away, but more and more AAA titles are adapting that frame of mind, that framework. And the first EA Battlefront didn't have any of that. There were no microtransactions in the first Battlefront. All you had was a season pass and individual DLCs that offered great content. But Battlefront 2 brought in those loot boxes, and you could buy them, or you could get credits in the game, and it was a real pay-to-win system because these loot boxes actually gave you star cards, upgrades, and things of that variety. It actually increased your playability of the game. It increased what you had over other people, and it really hurt the game early on. I personally didn't worry about it too much because I wasn't really a pay-to-win person. I tried to earn everything I did, and I believe I did that to the best of my ability, as I got a lot of my stuff to level 4 star cards, and a lot of that was by luck. If I did buy a loot box, it was in-game credits. I never spent my own money on it, but it was kind of sad to see my own money my own money is an option, to make my play better. I don't like that, and a lot of people don't like that, so that's why Battlefront had a really rocky start. And then they did away with that system, and then there were so many things in between that caused people problems, such as ranking, the way you leveled up, and then that got addressed, and you added a new progression system, which I really like, which focuses more on the progression of your individual character. XP matters, things of that variety, and I really loved it. But then there was always something, when they fixed one thing, there was always something else that came to horizon that you realize, okay, this is kind of lacking now that we kind of took our mind off this. When it went to progression system was gone, our minds kind of went next to, okay, customization is really lacking. And that's when customization got fixed. We added skins for the Rebellion, skins for the Resistance. But then when that happened, one more thing realized, there's no Clone Wars stuff. It was all this stuff we had. We had the Solo season, which had the stuff from the Solo movie. Brought back Jabba's Palace from the first Battlefront. We had Bespin brought back along the way from the first Battlefront. We had things such as the Last Jedi pack, which was the first season for Star Wars Battlefront 2, which added crates. But then, as we started going on and on, we were like, okay, where's the Clone Wars content? We weren't getting anything. And then E3 2018 rolls around, and they officially announced you're going to be able to go to Geonosis at Battlefront 2 later this year. And the thing about it, that it was a great announcement, don't get me wrong. They announced Grievous there. It was a great announcement to hear. But as far as seeing something, I will admit to you that overall, Star Wars at E3 2018 was a complete disappointment, because it was essentially about 5 minutes of Dennis Brandval, if I'm not mistaken, that's who he was, on stage talking about Battlefront 2, and then that was it. We got 2 screenshots of Grievous and Geonosis, and they weren't even in-game screenshots. They were artwork, so you didn't truly get to see what Grievous looked like at that moment. It was kind of a very lackluster E3. I know it technically wasn't E3, it was EA Play 2018, but it was E3 weekend. But it was a really lackluster presentation. Also, I don't want to get off track, but if you saw the Jedi Fallen Order little segment, it wasn't even a real segment. It was just him being interviewed in the crowd. One of the guys who worked on the game talking about it for like 2 minutes. So it was a very lackluster presentation for Star Wars, and there were so many rumors going out that, you know, they were getting ready to drop Battlefront 2 from their major work schedule, and it wasn't going to be worked on as hard as it had been before. There was so many rumors that were out to destroy the game even more. But I will give credit where credit is due. EA and that team behind Battlefront 2 have really stuck with this game, and they're really trying to make it playable again, and I'm really enjoying it. I had fun on it when it first came out, and I'm having a lot more fun currently. I cannot wait for Geonosis to drop. Cannot wait to get Obi-Wan Kenobi. We've had so much stuff added to the game lately. We've had more skins for the clones. We've had General Grievous. We've had new game modes such as Hero Starfighter Assault, Extraction, Ewok Hunt, and then there's a new game mode that's coming in February. Now, with this Clone Wars content that's coming up, we are looking at Clone Wars content between now and February. I'm a bit skeptical because it is a long time to cover, and they're giving us one hero a month. We got Grievous last month, we're getting Obi-Wan this month, and then we're getting Dooku in December. Matter of fact, no, we're getting Dooku in January, and we're getting Anakin in February. And I think that is the last update. That's a long time to wait for those guys. And new game mode is coming with Anakin. So the new game mode that's getting so much hype isn't coming until February. So it's giving us a long period of time to wait. And I think that's what really hurts some games sometimes, is that there's so much waiting for stuff. And I know you expect it, you know, but you don't expect to wait so long for a first/third person shooter and content to come when the game is over a year old, if you get what I'm saying. If it was like a fresh game or something, if it was just came out, you'd be like, okay, I can wait a couple months for a major DLC. But when something's a year old, you don't expect to wait so long for stuff. You know, you expect it to, after its announcement, you expect it to be like, oh, it's coming next week or the week after the next or next month or something like that. You don't expect to wait 3 or 4 months after it's been announced. So I think there's something about waiting with Battlefront 2 that's really getting on people and getting on some people. I mean, some people, including myself, are enjoying the wait because we still have so much stuff to play as now, but it can really hurt some stuff. But I want to ask all of you though, looking back on this tumultuous or joyous or whatever you would like to describe it as year for Battlefront 2, what impressions has the game made on you? Did you give up halfway through? Did you stick through, and are you currently waiting for Geonosis like me? Are you going to get back on when Geonosis comes? I want to know, what are your thoughts as we get ready for this next year, I guess you could say, of Battlefront 2 content, because they're going all the way to 2019 with this stuff. This isn't stopping after the Clone Wars. They've confirmed that there is much more stuff to come. So I want to know, where do you stand on Battlefront 2 1 year later? Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to press that like button and share with your friends to get them in on the conversation as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Marauders Guild for more content just like this. Until the next time, may the force of others be with you.